We're now going to work on your backhand two-handed ground stroke. The first step is getting the grip. The key is having a continental grip. The way I find the continental grip is if I were to use a hammer. That's basically the starting point that I tell my students. Use a hammer. Then I refine the grip and I get the index knuckle on bevel 2, and then I get the pinky knuckle sliding over to bevel 3. 1, 2, 3. The key is having those knuckles at a diagonal, and of course the bottom of the grip, I've got it off the pad of the palm, and I've got it synced in this little groove. My pinky's barely on. This allows for the maximum amount of leverage and racket head speed and flexibility when I strike the ball. Today we're going to develop your one-handed backhand. The first step is getting the grip. The grip is found by taking the index knuckle and putting it on bevel 1, and then the other knuckles at a diagonal go across the grip, and the pinky knuckle ends up on bevel 2, almost onto bevel 3. Again, the bottom of the racket is sitting off of the heel pad. I don't want it up on the heel pad. That's going to limit the mobility of my wrist and not allow me to create spin and racket head speed. Okay. Oh, we're just going right there. Turn. After getting the grip, the next thing to do is to get your turn from ready position. So next thing after getting the grip is to establish your ready position and your turn. For the two-handed backhand, my ready position, I'm going to go on ahead and put all my level players when I'm developing this in a backhand grip. I'm not going to worry about having them make a grip change. I've got them in the backhand grip. Now this is ready position. The first thing that happens is they're going to turn, and the racket face is going to face the camera. It's going to be totally square. Sometimes I have imagined if there's a fence, that's a great way. The plane of this racket is parallel or facing the fence in front of you. And that is the turn. Now, notice the arms. I've got another great pointer here is the bone of the elbow. It's almost to my chest. My back arm is, my elbow is away from my body. Don't want you tight in here, just away from my body. After establishing the grip with the one-handed backhand, we want to work on moving from ready position to the turn. We're going to start the player already with the one-handed backhand grip as they're developing this stroke. We're in ready position, relaxed, and now the turn. And the key is this arm. The left arm is coming up, and the underside of my left arm is parallel to the ground. It is holding the racket. This hand is relaxed. And my arm, middle of my elbow, is about over my belly button, and I've turned fully. After I have my players turn fully from ready position, then I'm going to toss the ball. And I'm going to toss it perfectly where all they have to do is take a step and strike the ball. The path of the racket is going to be, the racket descends and the racket face faces the ground. Now, this is the key. The butt of the racket leads. Out there, I strike the ball, and then I continue up, 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 and over my shoulder, we say putting the racket into the backpack, just like that. Turn, step, finish. After I have my players turn on the two-handed backhand, I'm going to toss the ball so they have to take a few steps and strike the ball. I don't want them to move very far. So they're turned, they're looking over their shoulder, step, and strike the ball. Again, they turn, they wait for me, I throw the ball, and they hit. Turn, hit. The path of the racket is such that the racket face faces the ground, then the butt of the racket comes first, and then the path of the racket, the front, the top, the lead edge of the racket comes from here to here. This is the key. Moving from this position now to this position. Here, this position, and now the racket face continues up, 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 over my shoulder. Now that we have the player turned for the one-handed backhand, we can develop the swing path and the footwork and the recovery. So, I have my player turned completely, then I toss the ball and they move and strike the ball. Turn first, elbows up, I check this position. No, bring your elbow up. And strike the ball and recover. Turn, strike the ball, and recover. The key here is I get them to shadow. What I get them to shadow is this, the path of the racket. The racket face is turned a little bit past being flat like in the two-handed backhand. I'm going a little further. And now it moves. And here's the key. It turns here, faces the ground, and swings around and up.